All right, everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, whatever time it happens to be. Whatever part of the galaxy you're in, I hope you're making it a great day. Holiday season. Hope everybody's got good plans, family, friends, fun, gifting, giving, receiving. Yeah, it's a time for reflection on all the important things in life, right? Merry Sithmas DL. I got my Darth Vader sweater on today. Check that out. Ugly Christmas sweater with a big Darth Vader all over it. That's the Sithmas spirit for you. Got an extra jacket on. I was saying in the chat that my recording room is actually like the bonus room over my garage. So it's got this one little tiny vent in the ceiling that's connected to the heating and AC, and the room never really heats or cools like the rest of the house. So it is cold in here this morning. Woo! Red cheeks and a coat on. Ready to go though. Ready to see what we can do in these GACs. How are all you guys doing? Let me know in chat. How are you all doing? Alex Sabatini's here. Sean unavailable. Lol says, what's up? Hey, Lol. Stebble says, hi, DL in chat. Happy holidays. Roman Sobek's in the house. Jaxic says, oh, snap. Caught it on countdown. Nice. Cody Lay says, out in the weather, making sure everyone gets their Christmas presents. Hey, Cody. You the man. Cody delivering Christmas cheer to everybody, even at the last minute. That's fantastic. Glad you're here with us, Cody. Cody's just, man, if you guys don't know Cody, he's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. He's really an interesting guy. Yeah, chat with him sometime over on Discord. Yeah, he got a lot of fun people. Got a lot of fun people in our group. Speaking of Discord, I'll plug that while we're talking about it, man. We've really got a lot of more than our fair share of awesome players. We've got experienced players who know everything all the way up to the latest stuff in the end game. We've got new players asking questions and people giving them answers, and it's really a great community. It's a great community to learn about account building, to learn about teams. Man, I can't speak highly enough of the Discord. The link is always in the description of the holocron down below. Click on that and join us. And even if you're not a talkative person, you can just hang out, watch what other people are saying. I've got an Ask Loquitur channel in there, so if you want to ask me questions directly, I usually get back to them fairly timely. Sometimes it takes me a couple days if work gets busy, but yeah, it's a great community. Hope to see you over there. All right, David Dutro said Merry Sithmas. Oil Ollie for Swgoh says good luck DL and Merry Christmas. Thanks, man. Stebble says in my city in Germany it was 11 Celsius today. That's cold enough, right? Alex Sabatini says I used to live in the room above the garage in my parents' house in the Midwest and it was the same way. Yeah. Lol says filming room tour. No, I'm not. My filming room is does not have very good housekeeping at the moment. So no tours. Mafia says happy holiday. I don't know about that. If you get a happy holidays from the Mafia, is that a good thing? I suppose as long as it's not a horse's head or something, we're all right. I'm having an existential crisis about what to farm, says Jaxic. I'll solve it for you. If you're having a crisis, farm everything for Dr. Aphra. That character looks just ridiculous amounts of fun. It really looks like another Imperial Troopers type team. Go first, go fast, blow up the other team and just explode everything. Man, I love the way that team looks. So, yeah. Farm Starkiller, farm Aphra, if you want to just take a break and end up with a really good payout at the end. So, yeah, Aphra looks like a trooper team, except the next level. Like, you know, the just below GL tier. Looks like she's going to be able to beat a bunch of the GLs. I'm interested in that character. I'm going to try to work that in on the farming routine on Loquitur as soon as I can. Get Afra going. Sean Unavailable is doing his GACs. Alex says, man, my GAC has me so agitated. I dropped like 4 banners, and I still lost by 15. My opponent must have soloed me somewhere. Yeah, that's rough when you play efficiently, you get all your wins, and barely lose. It comes down to that sometimes, though. Greetings, DL. Mary Sithmus from Portugal, says Antonio Ribeiro. Nice, man. Thank you. David says, David Dutcher, I feel you. I got a proper cold starting yesterday. Be spending the evening with TW. Lal says, ugh, I still have to do my GAC. No chance of winning. Yeah, exactly. But on the off chance the opponent doesn't attack, you got to do something, right? Yep. Oil for Ali Fresh. Man, I keep misreading that. Ali for Swgoh says, your Discord is awesome. Mostly reading stuff, always a good place for good advice. Yeah, awesome. Lal says, I applied the Treya Omicron and building up some Sith while I finished out Separatist droids for gas. Yeah, so the Treya Omicron's turning out to be pretty good, right? Looks pretty good. Enjoyed the mod mastery video today. Really great stuff. Yeah, it's you know, I finally got a break. I've been sick for like for weeks, and finally decided that I was gonna sort of take a couple sick days. So I stayed home Wednesday and Thursday from work, and slept a lot and trying to get over being sick, but also had some time finally to put all those mod things together, so I made a video out of that. So for anybody who wants to see the mod filters and how they work, it's a long video, but I explain why I use so many filters, and go through it on both of my accounts with a pretty full mod inventory to show you how it works. So yeah, if you want to do that, the only thing I will say is I'm not responsible for accidents. If you copy my filters and you copy them wrong and you sell a bunch of mods that you don't want to sell, then don't blame me, and you should have had them locked. That's my disclaimer. All right. Stebble says, I think I won my GAC on an account with 3 GLs to my 0 GLs. He didn't set any GLs on defense, so I cleared everything. Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty standard, right? The first GL you get, you pretty much put it on defense in the bottom front and try to cut down the amount of zones that you have to play against. But yeah, a lot of people like to do full clears. They just full clear at all costs. So they take everything good they have on offense and just try to clear. But yeah, you cleared everything. You're hoping he's going to fail something. That's funny. I want to farm Starkiller or Afra, says Alex, but I don't want to take away from the Executor farm I started. Well, that's the great thing, though. I mean, Afra, if you want to farm the requirements for Afra without force feeding it or buying shards, it takes 28 to 32 weeks to fully farm a single drop character. So you can put those characters into your rotation on what to farm, and you'll be farming them for a long time before you qualify for the Afra event. But you'll be on your way. And actually, because they're marquee characters and you already have the first 3 stars, that cuts off about 6 weeks, something like that, 6 to 8 weeks. So yeah, maybe 20 to 24 weeks, something like that. So yeah, you can get those under farm, finish up the stuff that you're working on, that you're relicking and gearing up. Get that Executor, no problem. And then after Executor, you can start relicking your Afra requirements. So yeah, if you think far enough ahead, it's not too hard to. Even now, I think with the gear changes especially, before I always had a hard time recommending single shard drops, but now you're farming those single shard drops, but you're also getting double gear off the node, and meanwhile you can use the rest of your energy to get twice the amount of gear and keep up with your gearing requirements. So it's really not a problem anymore if you want to go for some of the new content. It fits pretty well. Jaxic says, Afra does look fun, but I'm sitting on JMK and want to capitalize on the gear crunch reprieve. Nice. Blackbird says, hey DL, happy holidays. Nice. The dude abides. Big man in the house. My GAC opponent today in Kyber 2 has 11.3 million GP, 7 GLs, 22 R9s, and a 97% dodge datacron on his Lord Vader. Oh, what? Fighting Lord Vader with a 97% dodge datacron. Well, you know, if he's 11 million in Kyber 2, then, you know, maybe there's some holes in his playstyle that you could take advantage of, get a strategic, get a nice tactical win. Good luck, dude. That sounds rough. Whew. People spend a lot of time on a GL, so they want to use it. Yeah, I spend a lot of time on a GL, and I just want to put it on defense. I don't know. I always have this feeling like I don't know if I used to always want to take the like a good offense and full clear and like sort of min-max my defense for what I could afford. And then for the longest time, I had great success with just putting down a massive defense and taking all these teams and just saying, you know what, I'll let my opponent deal with it. If he can beat it, he can beat it, but let him sort it out. Like the Qui-Gon team, it's fun, it's good, it beats a lot of stuff, but I like just putting it on defense and saying, you know, hey, let's give him an opportunity to make some mistakes. And that was rewarding for a long time. And then, you know, with the new system, with the fact that you can get pretty high up in GAC and you need so many teams before you're really ready to field that many teams, then you just kind of got to really pare down your defense and focus on offense. So, that's how GAC works right now. I feel like you put down a few really good defenses, some things to make your opponent use up their mid-grade teams, and then just try to sort it out on offense. It's working okay for me so far. I've got a Lord Vader problem, though. I keep fighting accounts that put Lord Vader on defense, and I just don't have something to deal with Lord Vader yet. Blessed Carrot's in the house. Hey, Blessed. Nice. Love having you here, man. Blessed Carrot, another really wonderful person. Mafia says, any tips for the gas event, P4? I've watched a bunch of guides, but still having trouble. Everyone is Zeta and Gear 12. Magna is R5. I tried a bunch of times on that with a very similar situation. I had my Magnet R5, and I tried to get through it, and I couldn't. I couldn't do it. I relicked my B1 and got it on the second try. So putting a relic on your B1 is kind of the key to it. At least that's what I've seen. I've had people say that they've made it through with Gear 12 characters, but then I think you must have some fantastic modding or some fantastic luck, because I just didn't have enough damage. I couldn't get through it, and Gas just stood up again and wrecked my team before I was ready. And once he stands up again, and you still got a bunch of characters that you need to beat, that event just becomes, I feel like, something you can't do. So the B1, what it allows you to do is when you have high damage on your B1, you'll be taking protection off of everybody else while you're sitting Gas down. Then when he sits down, you can work through the rest of the team pretty well and do a lot of damage. And then even if he stands up and he's only got one character left, then it's still a doable thing. So for me, my experience in doing it, I had to relic the B1. I just couldn't get by before I relic the B1. Maybe somebody else has some advice, but that's how it was for me. Lol says, without a relic B1, it's really hard. Yeah. Mafia says, okay, I'm taking B1 and B2 to relic 3 right now, so that should get me there. That should definitely get you there. The only issue I have with the new gear changes is that I've got gear 12s lined up like planes on a crowded runway. The relic mats are holding me up big time. Well, yeah, so... But you've got a bunch of gear 12 characters. So the key is, you know, gear 12 other stuff, you know? Like for me, I love the Triumvirate. And so, like, it's really a good opportunity for the Triumvirate to be a second tier group that... with the extra gear now, I can have gear 12 Triumvirate. I can have gear... I mean, if you were working on Malik, for example, there always used to be this debate. Do I gear these characters or do I put Zetas on them to get my galactic power requirement? No, there's no question now. You just gear them up, right? So even though you're going to gear 12 characters faster than you can relic them now, you know, focus on gear 12ing not necessarily just all your journey characters, but some other good characters that you're going to like to just have at gear 12. And sure, you're going to want to relic those characters someday, but it's still a bunch of stuff you didn't have before. Jaxic says, I honestly keep going back to Lord Vader as something I should push for just because Bad Batch is good. And no matter what everyone says, Lord Vader stays relevant. I've always felt like Lord Vader was good. Even from the start, I never thought he was a bad character. I built him on my main account, and he was fantastic. He held the wall like crazy in Kyber 2. So I feel like he's a fantastic character. Dude says the 11 million guy already full cleared and beat me. Oh, wow. I beat his Jabba, but no way for me to beat that Lord Vader. I bet if I were 8 million 4 GLs, I could maybe have managed. But at 6.5 with 2 GLs, no Starkiller versus all the things, it's just too mismatched. Yep. Sean says he just takes the teams he enjoys on offense. Nice. Hey DL, what do you think of the Juhani Omicron? I played against one in TW the other day and found it to be surprisingly decent. I think that's the way to go. If you build Starkiller, build Juhani, do that Omicron, it's wow. It's beatable in territory war, but I mean any team that you put out there that the opposing guild really has to have people prepared to beat that Juhani Omicron. Anytime you can force your opposing guild into those matchups. Same thing with Mara Jade. Mara Jade is such a simple Omicron. It's pretty effective. You can put down a pretty mediocre team as long as it has a Relic Darth Vader and a Mara Jade with an Omicron. Then the opponents have to use up good teams. So for a mid-game guild, you put some of these Omicron teams up front, and you make your opponents burn off all kinds of good teams, beating your like mediocre Omicron teams, and then you put a wall of GLs behind that, and they've already used up a bunch of their really good stuff. So there's a nice little trap tactic you can use for guilds in that mid-range if you're going up against another guild with a lot of GLs, you know. And a Juhani Omicron and a Starkiller team is gonna bait out really good teams. So that's what I think. Even if it gets beat, for the price of one Omicron, it makes that Starkiller team so much better. So yeah, I love it. DL, just need to build SLKR to solve your Lord Vader problem, or build the Fennec counter and route to Jabba. I gotta admit, I was looking at that this morning, and I actually favorited Fennec, and I put her in here. So I have to do a little research on that, but yeah, I'm going the Jabba route. I did farm her all the way up to 7 stars, feeling like, you know, maybe I would do Jabba, or maybe I would need her for the Lord Vader counter bounty hunter team someday. So I've got the shards to build her. And if I want to go the Jabba route anyway, but then I think there's a couple other characters I have to relic, right? Because the Fennec team, what does the Fennec team look like? It's Fennec, it's Mando, I feel like it's Grief, Bosk, and who am I missing? Fennec, Bosk, Grief, Mando for the contract so you can annihilate things. And then do people play Zam in there? Or do they do it under an Aura Singh lead? Maybe Zam. I wouldn't mind relicking Zam. But that would be 4 characters that I would have to relic for that counter. Fennec I'd have to relic for Lord Vader anyway, but going out of my way for 3 other relics is a pretty big detour. So yeah, I've got to do some research, but yeah, I'm thinking about that as potential for sure. Hey, we got a super chat in here. Nice, Blessed Carrot. Thank you, DL, giving back. I had a wonderful year with you and our fellow Inquisitors. Oh, thank you, Carrot. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. You're just you're a great citizen of the community, and I love having you here. Thanks, Carrot. Really appreciate that, man. Merry Christmas to you. Hi, Loquitur. How many hard nodes would you recommend farming per day versus hard farming specific gear pieces? How about Fleet 2? I'm up to 7 hard nodes right now. Honestly, when you look at hard nodes now with the gear changes, it's so good, right? So we can go and we can farm a character like Holdo, for example. Now, how badly do I really want Amilyn Holdo as a character? I don't, okay? But I can farm her hard node. I can get these stun guns that I want. I can get Mark V detonators that I want. And I also get Holdo. So I'll need her someday if I ever want to build Rey. So there's no problem to farm a hard node. If you want Carbantes, you can farm Echo or Resistance Hero Finn. Same thing. You go to the hard node, 2 characters, you get the Carbantes, you get a bunch of other gear. So I actually prefer not every node for gear, but I've rotated it in where, I'm farming these 4 characters for their shards, then Mara Jade, and so 5 hard nodes here, and then when I get my free energy for the day, I'll come in and I'll hit Holdo and potentially Echo. And then still hitting the Cairo node because I always need Cairo, or the 9F node for the bayonets. So I'm doing even less farming on normal nodes, and I'm really just burning through the hard nodes. Because even with these characters that you're getting, like oops, misclick, you're building up these characters, and even there's still gear that you can use for your relic stuff. So with the gear changes, I like hard nodes even better. So I feel like you can now farm 5-6 hard nodes easily. Like I said, I'm up to 7 a day on Loquitur, 6 hard farms a day on Obticeo. Treya Ami. Treya Ami beats Lord Vader? Dude, you're going to have to talk to me about that in Discord. Or type it in the chat here. If there's a Treya team that beats Lord Vader, then I might be very interested in that. Because that was something else I was looking at this morning, thinking about, because you can build a team like Adis. You guys know that I'm kind of like not happy with my Sith Eternal Emperor. But you could build the Triumvirate and Savage, and if you put this team on defense, that's rough. right? So I could work on building up that team as a defensive team, and if there's some way to use Traya to actually beat Lord Vader, then that would be fantastic. Are you planning to start a new account in January this year? If so, what GL would you go for first? I would not go for a GL first. I'm working on the 2023 starting guides. I am not planning to start another new account now. When I started Obticeo, I really thought, like, with the reset in GAC, I felt like I really needed to replay GAC from Carbonite to understand how that looked. And I'm glad I did, and I'm glad I started the Obticeo account. I learned so much that I needed to learn to stay relevant with the early game. But right now, I don't feel like I need to start another account over to stay relevant. I think I understand how the whole game works right now, especially for the early game. And the new build guides are going to go account stability into Executor, and the second option is going to be account stability into Profundity. And that's going to be the journey. That's going to be the first, most of your first year of play is just establishing a mega fleet and just getting your top placement and fleet locked down for the future. That's more important right now than getting a GL first. And then I'll build off of that, and I'll do a set of guides for the next steps. And the next steps are going to be focused on either, like before, I'm going to do several different paths. I'm going to do one that I think is just going to nail Conquest. I'll do one that I think is going to be best for GAC, one that's going to be best for guilds, and then one that, again, is going to be like a techno union if you just want to snowball your account as hard as possible. So that's the plan. But the starting guide, instead of being like a little bit of a beginner's guide with then the paths on top of it, it's going to be a much longer beginner's guide establishing one of the mega fleets as the first thing. The only problem with the Juhani Omicron is that Fulcrum can easily solo it. Well, I mean, I guess if your opposing guild has a whole bunch of Omicron Fulcrums, I don't know. I still like it because Fulcrum can beat a lot of stuff, right? She can take out the Phasma Omicron teams and stuff like that too. So I mean, you got to force her to be used up somewhere. Otherwise, she's always going to get a win somewhere, right? So that's how I think of it. Even if it's beaten by something, you're forcing your opposing team, your opponent. You're forcing your opponent to use it somewhere. How did you farm impulse detectors on your Allura account when you farmed the requirements for Lord Vader? Did you buy them with crystals? I farmed the impulse detectors. I'm going to save this squad just for fun. Save that up. So on my main account, I hard farmed it. I spent a lot of time here with impulse detectors, and then I was spending $100 a month on the account. So the other trick that I did on that account, once a day for 25 crystals, I would refresh this shop. And basically, as long as you're always buying these pieces that can be converted to impulse detectors, getting an extra purchase out of that shop every day really helped, boost up the amount of these that I got. Just think about it over the course of a week. If the refresh gets you that, like, let's say 5 times, that's 20 more of these that I'm getting every week for one refresh in that shop a day. So yeah, I was buying stuff out of the shard shop. When Conquest is on, just buying everything out of Conquest, and then just farming this node incessantly for bayonets. Pretty much all I farmed. And for my Relic 8 and Relic 9 stuff on the main account, I wanted to bring the Lord Vader team up to high relics, And man, it was taking like probably 2 weeks for each character to get them to through Relic 7 to Relic 8 and Relic 9. A week for Relic 8 and a week for Relic 9. And the keypads really take a lot too. They're not easy to get either. So these things I was, again, spending all my conquest currency throwing these in. And I pretty much didn't relic anything. So during that period of time, I wasn't relicing characters. I was just farming all these scavenger materials for like 6-8 weeks, trying to get 3 characters to Relic 9. Yeah, it was brutal. Trey can beat 100% dodge Datacron Lord Vader. I think it's likely it'll get nerfed. Oh, wow. I saw multiple videos of Trey basicking Lord Vader for over 600k damaged. Wow. Wow. Arnold has a video of Trey Ami clapping Lord Vader. I think he put it out yesterday. Oh, I'm definitely going to have to watch that. Trey versus Vader. It absolutely will be nerfed, says Zurin. I don't think so. There's a lot of stuff like that has come out that people think should get nerfed that doesn't. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, I'll definitely have to watch that. I've started my farm for profundity. If the timing works out to Jabba Rex being accelerated, would it be a good idea to go for Jabba before JML after profundity is done? Yes, I think so. I'm going for Jabba on my Loquitur account. I'm still planning to go for JML on my Obticeo account, but I'm questioning it because just the territory battle. The fact that Jabba's going to be in all those territory battles. He's not a Jedi, so the thing I'm thinking about for my Obticeo account, I really don't have something good with the Jedi tag. So I don't have a Revan team. I don't have a Jedi Knight Luke team. I really don't have anything for Jedi. And if I build Jabba, I'll have the Jedi Knight Luke. But if I build into JML, then I'll just establish a good Jedi team, and then I'll just always be able to do stuff, feats and conquest and all the stuff with the Jedi tag. So for me, it's basically that I'm going to do JML on the Obticeo account just because the word at the top says Jedi. And I think selfishly, that's probably more important for my account growth, at 1 year old account than getting the Jabba. But certainly Jabba is, let's say, going to do a broader spectrum of the game than JML. It's going to be important in more areas. All right, I'm going to do a couple quick fleet placement battles, guys, and then we'll do some GAC. All right, let's do some executor battling here. We'll see if we can push this up to top 5. He's got a slower executor, which is actually pretty annoying. Anything we do here is gonna work out pretty mediocre for us. So try to get this Razor Crest killed here first. Hope he doesn't remove all of his buffs. Okay. They have to attack my Houndstooth mostly, at least. Alright, so we can bring this in. Take him out. Luckily, he didn't get the mark onto my Razor Crest, so I should be able to keep... Oh, no. I was going to say I should be able to keep it around long enough to heal it. But, he pops it through the first set. We'll hit this, and then it'll get healed by the capital ship. Or we won't hit it. Still, that'll be the target for him to heal. Now we'll do the mass assist. I feel like we're safe on the Razor Crest for the moment. Still haven't gotten the locked. There we go. Now we've got the locked debuffs. We'll mark him. Now he's got the locked debuffs right after me. That's no good. I don't like racing against somebody that's on equal footing. So, yeah, it's actually funny. Fighting a slower Executor is actually harder. I do not like the 6-star Executor, guys. I do not like it. At 5 stars, I really felt like I had good control. I was beating, teams with higher stars, teams with lower stars. Wasn't a problem. I was doing well against pretty much everything. I put my capital ship at 6 stars. Who wouldn't, right? That's got to be helpful. It's got to be better. But it speeds up the capital ship enough that the timing changes, and man, I don't feel like it's better. So I think, just as weird as the advice sounds, if you have a 5-star Executor, just wait until you can take it to 7 stars, and don't take it to 6. I don't know, maybe other people have other observations, but yeah, I've found it to be less reliable after going to 6 stars. I would not have expected that, but it just messes up the timing of my ships just enough that it's annoying. Better at 5 stars, kind of weird. And 6 stars doesn't get you your last reinforcement. You still have 3 reinforcements at 5 stars. So it's not like you really need that, really need it. All right, we'll just throw these guys in here. I hardly even pay attention to squad. I need to push my placement back up. I can get top 10 if I play, but I never find the time to play. I always feel like, we'll just get in there and we'll get our, get our stuff for the day and get out. Show the battle being played and then be satisfied with that. All right, let's see. Obticeo, we should be able to grab top 10 with 1 battle. I can't get top 5 because there's like 7 Executors in this shard. So if we get 10, we'll be happy. Let's see. We don't want to use the buzz droids yet. Okay, let's stun him and hope that we can get around to another turn. Alright, we'll cleanse off this guy. Put buzz droids on everybody. No area effect. Oh, we're gonna die. Yeah, I was hoping to get a chance to get the buff immunity onto the Hound's Tooth, but that's not gonna happen. Let's bring in our own Anakin and just kill his Anakin with the area effect. Get the buff immunity onto that Hound's Tooth after all. And then just run down the Hound's Tooth. For anybody who doesn't know, that's how you beat a Hound's Tooth early game. You just gotta have ships that put buff immunity on it. And once it has buff immunity and can't get the bonus protection, it goes down like a sack of taters. Put this one in auto. Go over and read some chat. Yiftak Dagon says, "Hey DL, good luck today." Hey, thanks, man. Slide says, "Curious of the guild-focused starter should build toward the new territory battle or Geonosis. With the R5 Rex, is it even possible to be a guild-focused account for the new TB?" Sure. I mean, a guild-focused account my thought process, if you do the Profundity first journey and you take that into the Jabba the Hutt journey, you're going to build a ton of stuff that's good for guild. So we're actually in that. What I learned from the Obticeo account, you can't do the Profundity right away. You really have to establish some income, event income. So that journey is going to look like the typical stuff with troopers and geos, and get your account started and stabilized, get the geo fleet up and running, get the malevolence, and use that as your first fleet. But then we're going to take time to build a CLS team. And I don't know if we're going to put the C-3PO in there or not. I have to figure out if Ewoks are a thing that can be done within the confines of the timing. But basically build a full CLS team, potentially with C-3PO, and then go into Profundity. And already you're looking good for a guild, right? Because anything for light side, you've got the CLS team to score some points. Anything for the dark side, you've got your geos, you've got troopers, you've got Darth Vader, you got plenty of stuff for dark side GOTB. So you'll have a really strong team for territory wars. That if it's a guild that doesn't have many GLs, that CLS team is still a great defensive team to put up front for your guild. So you'll be attractive to your guild. You'll build the Profundity. Again, great for territory wars to put a Profundity on defense for a mid-game guild. You'll be able to get your fleet payouts, all that stuff. And then you go into Jabba. So, a year in, you'll have the Profundity. You'll be on your Jabba journey. And a lot of good guilds are going to look at your account and invite you in even before you get to Jabba, because you're working on the right stuff. And a way to get into these guilds, you're going to say, hey, I'd like to get in. They're going to say, hey, your account's kind of weak. We'll let you in, but you have to relic 6 Kanan Jarrus and Bodhi Rook. They'll assign you 2 of the absolute garbage characters that nobody wants to relic. And you just go, okay, I'll relic those 2 characters. And you relic your garbage and you get your guild invite. So I feel like that's really the way it'll work. If a guild can see that you're building a roster that's working toward the stuff that they want anyway, and you commit to spending some of your resources on guild stuff, having a Mara Jade Omicron, for example, being willing to invest in maybe a Fulcrum Omicron for TW, stuff like that. So that's what we'll be looking at for the guild focus build. We're going to build stuff that's going to convince guilds that are looking at us that we know what a guild wants, that we care about it. And it's also going to build a good account for ourselves. And at the same time, we're building for, guild-based stuff. We're also going to be getting stuff that's going to help us master Conquest, for example. The CLS team is good in Conquest. The Jabba team is going to do great in Conquest. So by the time we hit 4 million, we'll be on track for all of those objectives as well. So that's what I'm working out. But yeah, I think that's what the guild focused account's going to look like. All right, we do want to try to play one more game of Fleet on the Loquitur if we can. Try to get top 5 placement for the day. Let's see how much time we've got before that happens. Maybe we can scout our opponent and come back. Oh, we're already reset. Already ready to go. Pixel. Let's take a look. How fast is his 182? Okay, so this is good. We should be able to take out his Xanadu blood first. See if we can get a win here. In Executor Mirror battles, if I'm faster, I mass swarm the Razor Crest and try to take it out fast and bring in the Ebon Hawk to stop them from getting target lock. My second reinforcement is Slave 1. That's great if you have the Ebon Hawk. I have not built the Ebon Hawk on this account at all yet. Alrighty, here we go. Let's heal up our Razor Crest. And we'll dodge the area effect. We'll be able to target the Xanadu blood. We'll get that. So without the Ebon Hawk, I just race my opponents to the ult. And I'm telling you guys, there are a lot of games where the opposing team does get the ult off before me. But if I've done a good job picking off a couple of their ships, even though they get the ult off before me and I lose my capital ship, I still win those matchups. Still win those matchups a lot of the time. All right, let's make him the target for the heal. That's fine. Then we'll come over here onto Hound's Tooth, stun it up, and then we'll do the mass assist. This should get us the lock debuffs. It doesn't. Yuck. Yucko. All right, let's keep fighting for the lock debuffs. Then we haven't had the heal yet, have we? All right, well, we're going to mark him. Try to see if we can take this down before... Maybe there was a heal. Maybe I just missed it. He must have healed. All right. Okay. Let's bring this in. And we'll just light off the big bomb. We've got to try to get this Slave 1 out of here before he does his version of that. All right, we got him. He's down. Now, see, this is one of the battles where if he takes the ult right now, if he were to ult me right now, I would still win this battle. I got 5 ships to his 2. Even with the stun and all that stuff, I would still win this matchup. So I've found ways to do this without the Razor Crest, so just haven't ever built it. Yeah, we'll heal back up, get rid of the mark. And, you know, at this point we can put it on auto, and basically when Slave 1 gets back around to its seismic charge, that'll take that Hound's Tooth out, and we'll be done. Oh, we got buff immunity on him, so he went down. All right. Good, good. All right, let's get out of here. Get into Grand Arena. Boom. Loss on the first round. You guys watch me play it out. We knew this was going to be a loss. We got stopped by the Vader wall. He also got stopped by us, but, you know, he could clear his zone and we couldn't, so that pretty much defined the battle. If I could have got through that Lord Vader, though, we'd have had him. We would have had him. All right, today we're up against finished, final, Finny, done, and the Beastmaster, Dark KOR. 7.7 million galactic power, 3-2 in ships, 4-4 in characters. Galactic battles won 22,000. That puts this account at 4.5, almost 5 years old. Easily twice as old as my Loquitur account. We got Lord Vader, Rey, Jedi Master Luke, Sith Eternal Emperor, all stacked. Got Skywalker, Revans, Malik, all the things, the stuff. Relic 7 Zamwasel. Let's see. Got Kiadi Mundi at Relic 4 down here. So then it's just mostly the requirements, so there's not a lot of surprises in here. There's not like Relic Night Sisters and all kinds of crazy stuff outside the typical relics that you see with these Galactic Legend journeys. So, okay. If we take a look at his mods, again, somebody with an account this old just is automatically going to have some pretty good mods. Echo is 343. That's a fast character. If you want to make him fast, I expect to see him up around 370. 326 on Darth Revan. Malik, and you can see his speed is already dropping off after a few characters. So just from the time that the account's played, he's got some pretty good mods, but I do have a speed advantage on him. I'll have to watch certain matchups, but you know, it may not matter anyway. He's got that Lord Vader and Rey in the same zone on bottom. So this zone may be off limits to me. I have to try to figure out a way to beat this Lord Vader team. We've got Ki-Adi-Mundi in with a really good Qui-Gon team in this zone also. But, we could take a look at speeds. But with Ki-Adi-Mundi in here giving another 30 speed to the Jedi, that's plus 60 speed with the Qui-Gon. And it becomes pretty hard to outspeed characters that have plus 60 speed. So 308 here. Well, hey, it's only 308. Only 308. Maybe we can outspeed him. 201, that's really slow. Wow. 246. Which is 2306, right? Huh. How do you like that? Wow, I would have thought Yoda'd be fast enough. Maybe I can bring in Mara Jade. 262 would be 322. So Qui-Gon will be faster than my team. The question is, will Qui-Gon select the right target right out of the box? Or can we somehow... Where's my throne at on this account? 318, I feel like. 313. So Qui-Gon will go first, but then I'll get to go with the Mara Jade team. I don't know. Might be worth a try. Might be worth a try. As long as we get Anakin out of there, we're set, right? All right, over here we've got Grievous team that we can beat. Geos. We've got some bounty hunters with Zam here that we've got to pay attention to. We've got Gear 12. Maybe we could just Traya Nest this. There's not a big chunk of damage. There's no Kyle Katarn in here. If we had Kyle Katarn, we probably can't nest. But with this, I think we can. The Traya Nest version is the only way to kind of guarantee that you don't time out against Cara Dune. So, yeah, I think we're okay. I think we can nest that. All right, so we have some possibilities. We can do Vader Kron here and see if that works. And if it does, then maybe we use Sith Eternal on Vader and try to clear up all the ads. And then maybe Imperial Troopers to try to kill Vader himself. So I think we do the Vader Kron first. Let's clear out the top zone, see what he's got on ships, and then come down here and see if we can finish out the bottom zone. So, what do we want for Vader Kron? Do we want Vader in the lead, or do we... Yeah, we want Vader lead. Do we need Piet? Or is this one where we just take in Vader? If Rey does Whirlwind, okay, massive damage, deal physical damage to all enemies. Enemies defeated by this ability can't be revived. So if she Whirlwinds our Vader, we done. We're just done. So what do we need for this counter to work? Need some other Sith to buy time. Do we need to try to tank? I really got to take this tank to Relic 5. I'm going to favorite him right now. We're going to favorite this guy. Oh, I can't favorite him from here. All right, never mind. You know what? We're going to do it. We're going to do it right now. Sick of it. We've got to be able to have that character at high enough relic level that I can put him as a tank in a team with a Datacron. So we're doing it right now on stream. He's going to relic 5. Get relic 5. Don't care. Clicking the button. Giving him the Zeta. Here you go. Act like you want a tank. Take it. Like it. Yeah, we don't care about that damage. And then I'll work on his mods. Ah! Good. Done. Gotta do it. Alright. Ollie says, thank you for your answer regarding impulse detectors. Great idea, refreshing the shop. Never thought of that. Jabba will be my second GL, both Dark Side's GLs, but it doesn't matter that much in the new TB. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it matters a lot less. Zurin says, unless Watt becomes a lot cheaper, there's no way you can skip GOTB. Yeah, the Dark Side GOTB for Watt. Watt is such a good character. If slower, I have to heal. Yeah. Would Wampa be good for Qui-Gon? Wampa against Qui-Gon? Man, with Ki-Adi-Mundi in there, that is just so much damage on that team. And it's so hard to work around the taunts from both Mace and Ki-Adi-Mundi to actually kill Qui-Gon in the first place. Even your counterattacks are going to be going against the tanks. I don't see it working, but maybe it could. I'd rather Wampa the Grievous team and just know and be done with it. Here's a question maybe somebody in chat knows. Can a Relic 7 Wampa beat a Relic 7 Lord Vader if it's solo character versus solo character? I'm curious about that. Because Wampa is a monster in 1v1. He is just ridiculously powerful. I don't know if he's good enough to beat a GL, Lord Vader, but I think he might. I think he might. Okay, we don't want to use Watt because we need that when we use Sith Eternal. What do we want to do here? I feel like I need a couple other characters to buy me time. So I'm just going to drop a couple characters in here. To kind of distract their attention and make sure that they don't just kill my Darth Vader instantly. Next GAC, the Vadercron is gone. Healing immunity and buff immunity make Wampa the fight hard. It has a chance, says Grant. Does the buff immunity prevent the extra protection up from Wamping? It would. Yeah, it would. And he's immune to dots. Oof. You really have to ramp a lot of damage to get him down to the point where he's taking the dots. Yeah, that might not be so great. All right, well, let's get in here and do this. I feel like I'm trying to think if there's anything these guys are going to do that's going to, like, ability block me. I can't be ability blocked. Stun them for 1 turn. So then man, I feel like I need to take Watt in here. Because if he stuns me, what's his speed? 238. So like 268. I'm faster than him, so he won't get to go before. Okay, I'm gonna go like this. We're going in like this. Couple Sith to make Vader faster, and make sure that I get to go when I want to go. Rey will do Lifeblood first, and then we're just going to go into the Merciless Massacres here. Just keep refreshing, keep hammering away. Merciless again, because I can. Merciless again. We're going to put these guys into damage immunity. The question is, do we care? Let's zap him out of here. With 4 people, I still have plenty to get my cooldowns refreshed. I don't think I'm going to want to kill more than 1. Okay. Just keep pumping this Force Crush. Is it time? It's almost time. $57. Okay. I think we're going to have to do this now. Maybe should have done it right then. Okay, here we go. Goodbye. Goodbye. And goodbye. All right. Now we just gotta wait for damage immunity to wear off. Let him get a turn here. Wow. Okay, 77 banners. Decent start. I'll take that. All right, now let's try the Mara Jade team here. I said I was going to clear top, though, didn't I? And then come back. Well, I guess that was misleading. All right, what we need here is a pre-taunt tank. We're going to throw in Shore Trooper. And if Qui-Gon comes over and kills him, I kind of don't care. Thrawn should go second, pass over the turn to Mara Jade, and then we're going to have to focus on Mace and just keep the team under control, keep shocks, and do we have an ability block in here somewhere? Tenacity down, buff immunity. We need somebody who's gonna ability block. This is offense down, critical potency. Remove turn meter. What am I missing, guys? Stagger. I'm missing something here. How do I get ability block? I'm having brain freeze, like my brain is completely frozen. How do I get ability block on these guys? Let's bring in more stun, I guess. All right. We'll put in another tank. I think I still have enough debuffs to keep the turn meter train going, keep Palpatine going. We'll be able to kick somebody. We'll have Royal Guard for some more stuns. It should work. Man, I feel like I have ability block normally on this team, and I'm losing my mind. Where's my ability block? Even when I use it without Vader. Okay. Pass this over to Mara Jade. Get rid of... Oh, that didn't get... Oh, man. Big mistake on my part. Yeah, let's get out of here. It's too late. It's too late. Oh my goodness. That was bad. That was just really awful. That was awful. Thrawn can do the ability block at the basic attack if the enemy is debuffed, right? Yeah, if that's it, that's good. All right, so I completely messed up that battle, so I don't know what I'm going to do to clean that up now. I don't know how I'm going to clean that up. All right, let's do Traya Nest here. Work our way through the... Oh, man. Work our way through the front. See ships. And then see what we're up against there. So if they have a high damage character like Kyle Katarn, then you feel like you have to bring in the let's see, what do we want to do here? Isolate. So when they have high damage characters, I feel like I want to use the Kira lead with Nest so that she doesn't just like automatically die. But against a team like this where they don't have a big damage threat where it looks like, you know, Nest can get one-shotted, then I don't mind to bring in the Traya lead. It makes this, you know, this fight almost academic. Kill Mon Mothma right there. It's really over now. There's nothing they can do. Except dodge. Nice dodge, buddy. Alright, get out of here. 64 banners. We'll take that. We'll Wampa here. We'll take the easy wins. We'll go through the front. Probably not going to be able to beat Lord Vader, but it's still going to be an opportunity for me to experiment. So that's my plan right now, to go in there and kind of experiment with C and then try to clean it up. C won't kill Lord Vader, but if I can get it down to just Lord Vader and try again with troopers, for example, So, you know, we'll play around with it. And then if that works, then I'll see what I can do against that Qui-Gon team. Yeah, I got paralyzed by the badness and didn't back out fast enough. I should have backed out, like, immediately. As soon as the battle started going badly, I should have just got out of there so that they didn't have turn meter. But, yeah, that's definitely a weakness that I have. I, like, you know, want to see if there's some way that I can get back in the battle. Maybe there's something I could do to at least kill Qui-Gon Jinn. And then if Qui-Gon's dead, it's an easy cleanup, and so I let it go too long. I definitely should have just bailed. But I did not, so now I got a mess. Got a mess. So while we're sitting here just watching a Wampa, why don't you guys tell me what you got planned for Christmas? Does anybody got some really cool Christmas plans? Going anywhere special? Seeing family that you haven't seen in a long time? What are you guys doing for the holidays? What's good? What's fun for you for the holidays? Oh, Grievous goes down to a counterattack. All right. 69. You know, Wampa was another Omicron where people said, wow, that's going to get nerfed. 100% that Wampa Omicron's going to get nerfed. And, you know, they never nerfed it. What do we want to do here? This team has a lot of damage. Bring in clones. Don't care if we get the sacrifice. You know, somebody might die, but we kind of don't care. So we'll go in here. Lower banner win, but we'll take it. Deflection, special, physical. This is just health, steal, and potency. Kind of don't mind that. Protection, potency, and health steal. We'll take that one. My wife and I are going to my parents tomorrow, and then the wife's aunt on Monday. Haven't seen her aunt in a few years. Oh, that's nice. Cool. Alright, let's target Zam, see how beastie she is. Relic 7 Zam, not easy to get rid of. We should just, honestly, we should just target Bosk. But, oh, we got rid of Zam. Hey, we did it. It was enough. Alright, let's put some damage back here just for fun. And then once Bosk gets going, we're going to have to deal with him anyway. Okay. We're going to heal up Rex. We're going to leave Arc Trooper as the lowest health character. The AI will probably want to target him. We'll go ahead and remove the offense up buffs. Yeah, so we don't care. If we keep the Arc Trooper alive, it's better for us for banners. If he dies, we get the sacrifice and then pretty much guaranteed win from there. Get the protection off of Embo so he can't kill us with a hat. We'll get Django down once. All right. Arc Trooper still hanging in there. You go, buddy. Get him. Man, I feel like I am so much faster than his team. It's crazy. I'm running circles around these bounty hunters. Circles, squares, triangles, hexagons, pentagons, anything I want. Yikes. All right, that worked out better than expected. We'll take Iden in here. Guys, I did Snow Trooper as the first relic on this account. I have never regretted taking Snow Trooper as my first relic, to the extent that I honestly think Snow Trooper may be, at this point in the game, the best first character to relic. Even still. I have gotten, oh my god, I picked Veers instead of Stark. So this is... Oh my goodness. I am playing awful today. So there's Iden's Omicron is useless. And we've wasted Veers, so our regular trooper team isn't going to happen. Pick from your menu of pre-planned teams. My goodness, I messed up 2 teams in one go. Awful, just awful playing today. Wow, horrible. This is how not to play a GAC right here, guys. All right, we're going to take in some Rebel fighters, and we're going to put Chupio in here when I find him and try to beat the Geos like this. They have the same outfits. Yeah, good gravy. Qui-Gon got nerfed, and this one is stronger than that. 700k on basic attacks. All right. Steel turn meter, get a stun. Get some debuffs going on here. Okay. If they kill another character, it's actually better for us because whenever we resurrect a different Rebel fighter, Chupio will auto-res with them. So once he dies, it's really not as bad as it seems. Can't get the stun there. Can't get the Brood Alpha dead. Okay. Just keep working away at these Geos. We'll get them, but I mean it's super annoying. All right, Jin's down, so now we can resurrect both Jin and Chupio, and we should be good to get decent banners. 42, yeah. So frustrated, guys. I don't mind losing, but losing to my own poor play is not, this is not the way. You know, I think I might try my garbage CLS team and just see if they've got enough damage to take down this Qui-Gon. Probably not, but let's just see. Let's just see if we can just snipe out the Qui-Gon. Nope. Not quite enough. It was close, though. It was close. All right. We can beat this with a bunch of different stuff. We could do a Piet-led troopers team here. Since I've probably already lost, I could mess around with yeah, let's go do the sea battle and see if we could get this down to just the Lord Vader. Just practice it. We'll do Watt. We'll do a couple other characters here. We'll do Savage. That prevents us from using a Datacron, though. We've got one that it's a bunch of health steal. This one has good armor and protection. We'll take that. I need one more character. Maybe we can buy some time with this Moff Gideon, since our trooper team is completely messed now anyway. Let's do that. Man, Merry Christmas, Loquitur. Oof. Sorry guys, I'm trying to, I'll try to keep my focus and try to play well, but I'm trying not to be tilted at my own poor play from earlier. Okay, now Maul just kills everybody and gives Lord Vader billions of credits toward his ult. Get some protection back, I guess. Man, C is going nowhere on his ult. Look at this. Look at this. He's like, eh. Don't even care. Vader's giving him some ult meter now, though. Thank you for that, Darth Vader. Appreciate it. Let's try to cleanse him up. Keep him in the game. Lord Vader's going to get his ult off with 5 characters on the board, and that's going to be game over for me. Man, C is just taking his time getting to the ult. I remember this Datacron where C used to start out, you know, pretty far along toward his ult. That was a good Datacron. Wish I had that. Yeah, 5 character ult. That's not going to go well. Alright, but I can kill a couple guys. I got my link back up after that. We can get Maul linked. Okay. We'll target Lord Vader, I guess. Actually, I should just kill these ads as fast as I can, in case I don't get around to my ult again. 4 more cooldown turns. Alright, we got it. So we did. We got it down to just Vader. And if I still had my trooper team, you know, we might have a chance here. We still might have a chance. He's not doing that much damage. All right, let's go. Let's just ride it out, see what happens. Another ult. This brings his damage up even more. Yeah, he's got me now. Yep. All right, well, let's try to kill him. Let's try to kill him. What do we have? I think Jedi is about the only thing that we have. We've got an awful Jedi team here. But, you know, Yoda, man, Yoda, we've pulled off a couple miracles with Yoda before. So let's see if the little guy has enough bounce to get this done. Let's go. It's basically a solo Yoda with a bunch of support cast. How much damage can we do? Alright, we'll bounce on him because we can. We will just just do a basic. If he kills Yoda once, we're done, right? Because we won't get the we won't be able to resurrect him. We'll get Savior once, though, right? So we can be Saviored. I guess just keep doing basic. I kind of want to do his big hit right now. We'll do this to call the basic and give him another turn. I don't know. We'll do this and that and pass it around to Yoda again. Another basic. All in, guys. Oh, we've got days on. We've got days. Oh. Yeah, we can't res. Oh, we can. We can res. I thought we'd be immune to res. Okay, let's do a big hit. Nope. Not what I was looking for. All right, we got to cool down. We got to cool down Bindo here. Yeah. Oh, Yoda lost his Grandmaster's training, so we got to get that back to him. He's calling the alt. Okay. Oof! Did we get Bindo cooled down enough? I don't think so. He's ability blocked. Ah. It was a good try, though. You can't res when you die from dots. Man, if I had my troopers, I swear we could take down this team if I hadn't put Veers into that team. You know what? We're going to do it. We're going to do it anyway. We're going to get in there. You know, there's not something else that I have to do with these troopers. So we're going to get in there and we're going to try some kind of janky team. We're going to give ourselves grit. What's my grit datacron look like? Okay, and if I put in a 4, I lose a bunch of levels on the grit datacron. So what else do I have to put in here? Dash does some decent damage. That's it. I'm pretty much out of characters. We'll put Radis in there. I don't even know. He can cleanse debuffs once from people. And recover all tanks, gain taunt, rogue allies. This is the one. Dispel all debuffs from light side allies. Ugh, he's not even gonna help me with that. All right, fine. Let's get in there. Let's just see if we've got enough damage with these horrible leftover troopers. So sad and pathetic. Link up this dark trooper. And then just see if I can get some turns, you know? We'll do this, and then when Piet goes, we can do critical hits. Or not. Can't be critical to anyway, I guess. Okay. Dodged. The daze is gonna spell the end of this. Okay. Let's do what we can. Got the days off. We're back in business. Smacking things with a dark trooper. Okay. Down to 2. We'll take back up to 3. Keep hitting him. Come on, man. Come on. Get him, Dark Trooper. Get him, Dark Trooper. Oh, dodged. Arg, 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 arg. Lord Vader down. Lord Vader down. Alright, so I think my only chance here is if I can get this Dash Rendar team to work. Let's see if we can get Dash to work. Put in a couple more scoundrels here. Not going to use him anywhere else. Well, maybe I will. Maybe I will. Who knows? They've got enough area effect that that's not going to be helpful. But having that could help. Zelbar, don't care. Anybody that dies is going to get rezzed. All we have to do is keep Vandor alive. Let's try this. I think we kill Qui-Gon with a shot and Anakin comes over the top with his area effect and we just lose. Okay. Don't care how many times you kill my L3. If I do the area effect now, can't be evaded or resisted. So, bam. And as predicted, Anakin just killed everybody. Yeah. If I'd waited for him to do that attack, it still would have ended up the same way because he would have killed my Vandor on the big hit. Well, we're down to next to nothing. So let's, I don't know, let's scrape the bottom of the barrel and see if there's anything here that we can do. Got a Scion in here somewhere. Don't know what else. Let's throw these guys in. I don't know. Basically, Savage has to do some kind of super heroic thing for this to even have a chance to work out. All right. Nope. No such luck. Savage down instantly. Okay. Yeah, everybody's dying. Yeah, we're not going to get anything done here. Probably should have just killed that other team for banners. It's just a litany of misplays today. Yeah, because there's still another team here that I didn't even deal with. All right, let's go do ships. Let's see what we're up against for ships. Executor, Chimera, Radis. Let's just deal with the Chimera and the Radis. Be done with it. And go home. Separatists. And what else? What other ship? We need some kind of cheese. Let's put this cheese in, just in case we need it. And then we will have the Galactic Republic fleet against the Resistance. I'll try to take out the shuttle, I guess. Do this. Get some buzz droids on everybody. Stun him. Because why not? Buzz droids. Thank you. Alright, we'll get the spy in here. Kill somebody. Boop. Kill somebody else. Kill somebody more. Done. 71 banners. Alright, when I have profundity, then this, I would be able to clear the ship zone. Okay, just take all this stuff in. Here we go. Chat has gone silent. Hope y'all are still having a good day. I'm having a good day. I'm putting on a master class for how to not get in a hurry and play your GAC badly. Don't do what you see here today. Take your time, pick your teams right. Make sure you put the right troopers with Iden. Yeah, guys, I feel like I could have had this GAC. We cleared off Lord Vader. We got him. We did it. The troopers would have been able to kill Lord Vader. So we could have, like, two-shotted it with C and then troopers. And surely we could have done something with that Qui-Gon team. Probably wasn't the right play for the Mara Jade team. But yeah, it's what it is. It's what it is. I gotta quit thinking about it. No regrets. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. Only one target, but it's big damage, so we'll take it. We'll do this. Ooh, that's everybody. Nice. You know, I don't enjoy that they have a Raddus ship and a Raddus character in the game, because sometimes when I'm talking about Raddus, I'm talking about the character, and sometimes I'm talking about the ship. So, yeah. Or the admiral for the ship versus the ship itself. Alright. Man. I'm going to lose that GAC, and frankly, I probably deserve to lose it, so... Shake it off. Shake it off. Watching and listening, says Sean, unavailable. Sorry, playing my alt on the wife's phone currently. We've all made that mistake in our GACs. Yeah, I know. I know. I just... The trooper thing was just... it's just frustrating. Frustrating. All right, let's take a look at our opponent here on Obticeo. 3.5 million on this account, 1.4 in ships, the rest in characters. Oop, we didn't look at dates. I like looking at the account. Man, ever since I got clued into that's just fun and fantastic. Galactic Battles 1, 7,800. So that puts the account at just over a year and a half old. Nice. So this is a more fair matchup than we usually get. He's got a negotiator, no malevolence. The capital ships aren't worked on too well. So I got a huge advantage in fleet. But in characters, he's got Revans, Malik, Gas, and Starkiller. So he's been just building meta teams for the first year: Gas, Malik, Grievous, Revans, Starkiller. So pretty good ground game. not so good in the air. All right. He did put the Starkiller on defense for me, so we've got to try to figure out what we've got to take out this Starkiller team. And I think the answer might be Mara Jade, but I don't know. Let's see how fast his characters are. 242, and he gets, what, 75 speed, so 42 and 75 is 317. Mara Jade's got speed 353. Mara Jade with 75 speed, 428 speed on Mara Jade. Woo! Woo, 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 woo. So Mara Jade's definitely going to go first. And once she goes, that's going to be rough to get a turn after that. Wow. What do I even have to deal with that? I've got a Gear 12 Wampa. I think if my Wampa was relict, I would maybe have some confidence in a relict Wampa. We've got a CLS team, so maybe what we can do, bring in CLS, kill Palpatine. Just pick off Palpatine, and then try to come back in and see if we can use a real team to recover it once Palpatine's gone. That would give us a chance at least. What else do we have here? The other team's not too hard to beat there. Some separatist stuff. And then he does have a Qui-Gon Jinn team over here with a relic Anakin. Oof. And he's got a tank in there. So this team's also not for free. Not for free. We could probably Vader that though, right? Use Darth Vader, ability block him, then call him out. Or maybe even just basic him, right? So we go over here, we Merciless Massacre, we take off all the foresights. We ability block him, potentially kill him with one hit with a basic. If he goes off, he's just going to do a basic on somebody. Then we try to get it under control from there. So Vader there. Probably have to do Vader with Palpatine. So it all comes down to whether or not we can take out this team right here. I really don't think that I have anything that stands a chance. Because Mara Jade's going to go first. She's going to go twice. She's going to stagger us. Remove all of our turn meter. And what are we going to do from there? When Mara Jade goes, she actually prioritizes this one first, doesn't she? So she would actually do that first, I think. Does anybody know for sure what Mara Jade prioritizes? Because if she prioritizes that skill, then I could actually trooper this. Because she would put the tenacity downs on my character and all that stuff, remove their buffs, but then I would get to go. Stun Mara with Han? Yeah, but, well, yeah. Interesting. Why not? Why not do both? Right? Why not do both? Oh, that's such a good idea. I love you guys. kick out Stark, bring in Han Solo, use Han Solo to stun Mara Jade, and then just annihilate everything. That works, right? That works. Shoots first. During this turn, Han ignores basic ability. It will stun, can't be resisted. So we just put Han in the trooper team, stun Mara Jade, and annihilate everybody. I like it. Dark should kill Starkiller. Can Mara Jade be stunned under SK? At the start of the battle, if there's no galactic legends, this stuff. Okay. Well, in Grand Arenas, also, they taunt for 1 turn, 35 speed, debuffed enemies deal less damage. Whenever Sith uses a basic ability, gain critical hit, cooldown is reduced. Grant with the big brains, immune to stun. Why are they immune to stun? Oh, immune to daze and stun. No galactic legends. Exactly all this. They gain critical damage, max protection, immune to daze and stun. Oof. Okay, so that brings us back around to the original idea. Let's just try to get in there with our CLS team and do enough damage to potentially... Is there anybody else that's actually useful for this? Is there anybody else that will somehow assist or do anything? We don't have a C-3PO to get in there. I don't think anybody else is useful to put in here. Okay, so we go in there and basically we get 1 try. And if this is enough to kill Palpatine, then we've got a chance. If not, all we've done is given them turn meter. But I don't know what else I'm going to do, right? The other thing that I could do is waste a relic character. I could take in a single relic character, because I don't know. I honestly don't know. I feel like Mara Jade does her middle skill first. And there are possibilities. If she does this middle skill first, then the troopers will work. I just don't know. Okay, let's get in there and try to kill Palpatine. And if we don't, we're at least going to get to see which skill Mara Jade uses first. Oh, not even close. She did prioritize the skill that gives tenacity down. She did. She did this one first. She did that one first. So with that in mind, I'm going to bring in troopers. All right. And we're going to hope that it wasn't a fluke and that the next time around she also does the same skill. And then we can hit him with Moff Gideon and we're off to the races. Or are they immune to turn meter removal too? Is that another thing? Immune to daze and stun, max protection, all that stuff. Okay, so I can still remove turn meter from them, I think. Good gravy. All right, first Starkiller I fought with this bad of a team. So let's see what we can get done. All right, Mara Jade does that. And she got another turn before we got to go. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. Bam. Yeah. Nothing to be done here. All right, we're not going to kill a Starkiller team. We just don't have the tools in the toolbox to get that done. So let's Wampa this. I think we didn't have a Grievous up top, did we? We'll go take a look. We'll see if we can get some high banner wins on the rest of this stuff. This is the other team that we have to figure out. We'll use Radis here. I think maybe it's even better to use the Radis team. They might kill a couple of our people, but we can resurrect, bring people back. I feel like this team is fine here. Anakin will do a lot of damage, but we've got a lot of survivability in this team. And they can't really kill Jyn, and we can use a Datacron. And we don't really need the team somewhere else. So let's take a look. Let's go with this. We put Mon Mothma in this team just for the resurrects and the extra guy, buff removal. Yeah, again, since we're stuck on the front wall back with Starkiller, then we don't really have to worry too much about optimizing all the different possible teams that we could use. We'll do that. Summon our extra character. Hit Mace. Still got to hit Mace. Okay, he's done his big area effect, so if we can get Qui-Gon killed now, that would be convenient. Alright. Now we got to try to kill Anakin. Let's see if we can stun him. Get stunned, nerd. Nice. Remove debuffs with Mon Mothma. She actually works really well in this team. I've been pleasantly surprised with how effective she is, just hanging out as the 5th character in this team, even though she's not Rogue One and kind of lose out on some of the synergy that you would hope for, but she works out really well. And this guy that she summons is able to remove buffs, which the rest of this Rogue One team can't remove buffs, so it adds something that's very much needed. Can we get back around? No, we're not gonna. I was gonna say if we can get back around, we could get full banners, get our 2 banners back with the download. All right, we've got some stuff to kill here. Let's get our money. Starkiller team pretty good. Starkiller team even better when your Mara Jade has 425 speed. Zoinks. I maybe could have tried the Radis team in there against the Starkiller team, but the Radis team doesn't really take a lot of turns, so I feel like they would just get held down and just be done. You'd never get a turn. Okay. Wampa is suffering here. We'll go ahead and attack Dooku. See if I can get him out of here. No counterattacks with everybody under stealth though, huh? That's inconvenient. Oof. Wampa going down. Okay. Overconfident in my Wampa's abilities there, I guess. So much for the idea that I didn't need to worry about it. Let's just take Geos in here now and clean it up. Take in the Geo team. Alrighty. Let's see. What do we want to do here? I don't think I care about the flames that much. Let's get Watt out of here. Yeet Dooku out. We'll use Poggle to get rid of the debuffs. Go for Newt. And now we just got to wait around for Jango to take turns. Okay. Next time we get to Brood Alpha, we're going to heal up and see if we can recover banners. Get rid of that extortion. Get rid of that extortion. Okay. Don't kill him. Oh, spy's too good. Alright, well, we didn't get to recover banners after all. Okay. Let's go back up top. Let's do dash here just for funsies. Scoundrels. Get our really subpar characters in here. We got to get some more gear on this Vandor as soon as we can. What do we have to deal with debuffs? Let's see. We could put like a Grief Karga in here. Just for fun. Alright, they don't have a lot of area effect, do they, right? One here. I guess Candrass kind of does. Yeah, this may not be a good idea. What else do we got? We got Vader still. We can bring in Vader here and just kill them. And then we can use Dash Rendar here. So we can use Dash L3, Vandor. Where's the L3? Yikes. Where's my elite robot? Alright, we'll just use the team like this. And I think Dash kills him in one hit. I think the whole team just goes away in one click of a button. Might have been able to solo this with Dash, but in case I don't... Yeah, there we go. Alright. That's good stuff. Alright, let's get crazy. If we can beat this without Vader, then we can go give one last try to that Starkiller team using Vader. Get our little Mando in here. Probably Django's better. Alright, let's see if we can bounty hunter this team down. Taking chances. Should just probably get in here and kill it with Vader and get good banners, but I'm willing to take a little bit of a risk to give that Starkiller one more try. Let's see if we can kill Candrass. Nice. Alright, stun. Get over here. I didn't do the taunt first because I saw the opportunity for us to try to get that contract. Put a big hit on Nest. That worked out okay. Almost got her down. Focus on somebody else for a while. Yeah, we'll just do the mass assist. Just keep putting damage on. I think we want to kill Karth if we can. Oh, no kill. All right. Nest is available for killing, so let's do that. Remove the buffs. Get the frenzies up again. Go ahead and put fire on people. And then see if we can get Karth O'Nasty down. Karth O'Nasty. Alright. And then we'll try to cleanse up. Get a whole bunch of banners back if we can. Take mission out. Ability block. Because why not? Stun? No stun. One banner down. 64 banners. Alright. Let's go into that Marjade team one last time. Take a poke at it with some kind of Vader team. It's not going to work, but we're going to give it a try anyway. We'll use our own Marjade in here. She'll die, but on the off chance that somehow she makes it through, we'll see what we can get done. All right, here we go. All right. Come on, crew. You got to hold out. You got to hold out, man. Hold out. Hold. Nope. Nope. Thrawn's down. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Do we even get a turn? We do not. Sad face. All right. Ships. Let's see if we can go beat up a ship real quick. He's still got Revens and all kinds of stuff on offense, so this is not likely to go in our favor in any way. But hey, you know, good on him for having that Starkiller team. You know, that's pretty fantastic. So yeah, he's got the character side of things locked down, so he'll get the win today. If I had a Relic CLS team, that would have given me a chance, because at least then I would have killed Palpatine right away. And then maybe could have cleaned it up with something else. Starkiller's not an easy team to deal with early on. It's pretty solid. And you know, the player paid attention to his mods, and he's got good speed mods. So good on this guy. Yep. I don't mind losing to somebody who I feel like, you know, deserves the win. As it counts a little better than mine on the... Well, it's a lot better than mine on the character side, for sure. All right, Rebel fleet in here. Let's try for this profundity type setup. See what we can get going on here. Yeah, these ships are actually better than the Phantom. We're not going to take too much in here. I don't know why I'm bringing all these ships. We're not going to need this. This is a pretty weak fleet on his part, so we should be able to just pound through it no problem. Grant says, I usually avoid Starkiller. I've lost to it way too much. It's good stuff. Alright, let's do a spin move. IG-88, get out of here. Casting Andor, see you later. Easy win. Alright, so... it's alright. If I had a good defense right here, if I really had something that I thought was going to stop him, I'd be a lot more confident in this GAC. But yeah, he'll have no problems with Revans getting through both of these teams. So like Jedi Knight Revan here, Darth Revan here, done. Clear the rest of my board. I don't think he'll get ships. He's got his negotiator, but I don't know that he can get through both this little Malevolence fleet that I've got here and the Geos. That I think is going to be tough for him with what he's got. But yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, if my fleet zone holds and all three other zones are gone, then he gets the win. Alrighty, y'all. That's going to cover it for today. We're going to snatch up our rewards here. We'll go over to Loquitur and see if we held that placement. There's a guy in my fleet shard that I don't even think he has the same payout as me, but he plays like all the time. Every time he gets knocked out of like the top 5, he just plays back into the top 5, and so sometimes I lose my placement just because he randomly knocks me out. Yeah, we got rank 4, so crystals stacking up. That's pretty good. All right, you guys got any last minute questions before we hang up this GAC? My executor held on the alt, hoping my opponent just doesn't attack on my main. It's down to 2.5 million GP, and he has 4 GLs to my 1. Yeah, being down 2.5 million GP is a lot. That is a lot. Like, it's not that hard to get the first 4 million. So if you're like, 2.5 million versus 4 million, sometimes that's not that big of a difference. But when you're like 3 million versus 5.5 or something like that, when you start getting into higher GPs, all of that is characters and ships. So yeah, it's and especially when you're like 5 million versus 7.5 million, those matchups are just brutal. But hey, we're still winning. We're still winning those matchups, We're fighting 7 and 8 million galactic power people all the time on this Loquitur account, and we're still holding Kyber 4. So 5.3 million. 5.3 versus 7.5, 8 million accounts all over the place. So we're routinely down 2 million galactic power. We're still holding it together, and even today, I had winning chances. I could have won against this guy if I'd played better. So. Yeah, pretty proud of that. All right. Take care, DL. I'm keen to watch your latest mod video. All right, Grant. It's a long one, but I bookmarked it so that you guys can watch the parts that you want, and you can see where the live examples are. And as always, if you guys got comments or thoughts or things to add, dump it in there and let me read it and let me know. And we'll keep working on it and answering questions and trying to make it better for the future. All right, thank you all for watching. Again, join us over on the Discord. We've got a great Discord going. Like if you didn't like already, subscribe, all that stuff. Happy holidays, y'all. I hope you really get some quality time with your family and get to have some good, relaxing, fun, loving time in the holiday season. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next